for this special occasion today. I'd like to take a brief moment to acknowledge a few individuals before we begin this short ceremony. Commissioner Gary Graziano, who has been my police commissioner for 2.5 years now, and Chief Edward Moore, who recently scored #1 on the civil service exam for police chief, and who shortly will be sworn in as the permanent City of Hudson Police Chief. Thank you both for your hard work and dedication to the men and women of the City of Hudson Police Department and the citizenry of the city. As mayor, I would also like to congratulate those officers who are being recognized this morning by way of promotion and the hiring of a new police officer who will proudly wear the uniform of the Hudson Police Department. I welcome you and wish you a safe journey here in the City of Hudson in your law enforcement career. Thank you again for joining us here, and at this time I'd like to turn the podium over to Commissioner Gary Graziano.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Before we get started, there's something I'd like to clarify. I have received several calls and several compliments on the progress that HPD has been making. Because I feel strongly that one can't be alone in being successful without a strong foundation and by surrounding themselves with good, solid, competent people. I find it necessary to have to share those accolades. I have tried to run private companies and my own company, and now the police department, with the words of Teddy Roosevelt. The best executive is the one who has sense enough to pick good men and women to do what he wants done, and self-restraint enough to keep from meddling with them while they do it. I've done that, folks, here in the police department, and you will hear that throughout this ceremony. But before that, I would like to point out another example of surrounding myself and this department with good, solid, competent people. Would you join me in a round of applause for our newly appointed Chief of Police, Ed Moore? Continuing to surround our department with good men, I'd like to congratulate and welcome the promotion of John Funk as the department's next detective sergeant. John, you deserve this promotion, as you have worked as a detective both diligently and effectively for many, many years. Your experience, knowledge, your level head, your successful track record, and the respect that you show to your fellow men and women will make you an outstanding detective sergeant. You worked hard for this. Now embrace it, make sound decisions, and always be fair. Congratulations on a long time coming and a well-deserved promotion, and your parents will be quite proud of you. John, I can only ask for one more thing moving forward, and that is to do me, yourself, Sandra, and all the people that surround you a favor. And don't forget where you came from. Congratulations, John. Continuing to surround ourselves, Jason Finn, congratulations on your promotion to the rank of sergeant. You're a hard worker, Jason, and you did a great job in the back room heading up the department's drug investigations. I know that you love being a detective, and it showed. But today is a new day, and we wish you success in your new position as the department's next sergeant. I think this supervisory position will do you good in gaining quality experience to an already seasoned, competent, and experienced cop. You'll do a fine job, Jason, if you don't forget where you came from. Congratulations. And lastly, our appointing of a new police officer to the Hudson Police Department. I must confess that a normal police commissioner would hire a police officer based on all the normal things of experience and dedication, etc. But I must admit I'm not hiring Larry Edelman based on any of those. I'm hiring Larry based on one thing and one thing only. Finally, I'll have someone in the department that I'll be taller than. Art, that's off the record.
It's on the record.
All kidding aside, congratulations, Larry Edelman.
Thank you.
You're a great guy, and you're going to be a great fit as the next police officer in the Hudson Police Department. You've been waiting a long time for this opportunity, and I'm glad that HPD can provide that opportunity to you. I've only known you for a short period of time. However, I've always said that I'm really not that intelligent of a guy. However, I am a good judge of character. It's because of that judgment and character that we welcome you to the Hudson Police Department. Not to mention your past experience in the police business, it's your demeanor, it's your determination and will to become a full-time police officer, and quite frankly, it's your respectful attitude that you're being appointed today. We have no doubt that you will work well with the rank and file at HPD, and we look forward to your long and distinguished career with us. Congratulations. Welcome aboard, Larry. We're happy to have you. Chief Moore.
Before we get started, I just want to say, I've only been here a short while, a year, but what a great, embrace this moment, because here you have family members that love and support their family members and the rest of the department. You have the sheriff is here, the other sheriff represented here, the mayor of the city, council president, retired members who we respect so much for their service, current members. Just a really great moment, you know, for the city of Hudson. They don't come that often. It's a small department, but to see everybody with this kind of support bodes well for the future and for the future of our promotion. People are promoted, and future for you, Larry. So, I know he's anxious to get up here before, so we'll bring John Funk up here now, if you don't mind. John was born in Hudson, Ichabod Crane graduate, as well as Columbia Green College, Zone 5 Police Academy. You're making me nervous. So people can see it. Zone 5 Police Academy graduate. Worked at the Columbia County Sheriff's Office and Corrections, as well as a police officer for the town of Greenport. His file is replete with notorious service awards, good conduct certificates. John is a resident of Stuyvesant Falls, married to Sandra, children Tony Ann, Maria, and Nicholas, his workout partner, who I hope doesn't kill you with these rigorous workout schedules. This appointment to Detective Sergeant is based on trust. Trust that John can manage the most serious crimes in this city and see them through to successful prosecution. It's also based on trust that John has the integrity and knowledge to handle big cases, to do it right, fulfill our duties for the police department. I have no apprehension in this appointment, as John's 16 years of service and past performance is all the proof I need. And what I've seen in the past year, through his actions, I know a good cop when I see one. The Detective Sergeant title, now recognized by the New York Civil Service, brings with it recognized professional standards. The title is bestowed upon our department's best cop, and that is you, John, Detective Sergeant John Funk. Congratulations.
Detective Sergeant
duties of Detective Sergeant
of the City of Hudson
of the City of Hudson
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Jason C. Finn, could you come forward, please? Jason Finn was born in Hudson, is a graduate of Germantown High School. He attended New Paltz College in New Paltz, Cobleskill, and Columbia Green. He attended Zone 14 Academy and was designated the most outstanding recruit. Jason joined the department January 19, 2001, and has served with distinction. Most citizens of this city recognize Jason for his work to combat drug trafficking. As a detective, he has logged many hours in surveillance, interviews, putting together sometimes complicated narcotics investigations. His work necessitated expert evidence handling, detailed note-keeping and report writing, the ability to articulate oneself on the stand, despite being drilled by attorneys. Jason was required to work well with other agencies and coordinate with prosecutors to get the job done. Untold in his work file are the many times he'd be called late at night by informants or had to drop everything and respond to the scene. Jason has a work ethic that is unsurpassed by anybody in this department. And this work has made a real tangible difference for our residents. As he dons the uniform of sergeant, Jason will be able to impart his knowledge as a mentor to our younger members. He will now be in a position to teach his skills, display this work ethic that I talked about, all to the benefit of our department and ultimately our citizens. Sergeant Finn is resident of Stuyvesant, where he lives with his wife Lynn, also known as Lieutenant Finn. He's stepfather to Jay and Allie, and father to Derek. Congratulations, Jason.
Do solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of sergeant of the City of Hudson according to the best of my ability.
Last but not least, Larry T. Edelman. It's my pleasure to welcome our department's newest member, the 25th officer, Larry T. Edelman. Everybody, let's have another round. Born in Great Barrington, Officer Edelman attended Taconic Hill School as a graduate of Zone 14 Police Academy. Resident of Hillsdale, I'd like to acknowledge his parents, Larry and Sandra, and sister Nicole. Larry is currently Columbia County Sheriff's Deputy, working with Communications Section and the Marine Unit. And when we get that boat, you're the man. He's also served in the past year at the Green Port Police Department. And Chief is here, Kevin's here somewhere, I believe. So all the support from your people, your bosses right now really shows me something. During the background check, Officer Edelman, certain themes were consistent. Hardworking, quick learner, good listener. Neighbors in the community, the highest officials in the sheriff's office and other police officers all had the highest respect for Larry. But what appealed to me was this characteristic of maturity and the ability to listen. Thoughtful, steady, honest police officers who have the ability to listen to our residents turn out to be the best cops. If he maintains his personality, he will become respected. And with respect comes trust, and this is how we build the police department. Larry will be part of all this. There is no doubt that Hudson is changing. It's a changing place. This place has been reinvented many times over the years, from whaling to industry, to mobsters, to recession. And now this is a city that's acknowledged throughout the country as a destination and location. It is likely that you will be part of the integral changes that will happen to the city over the next 20 years. Interesting, dramatic, exciting things will unfold in front of you during your service. As you get sworn today, you join our family. We welcome you. The city puts its trust in you, and we invite you to serve the citizens here. Congratulations.
Sarah came here with some facts. I'm going to talk now, and you speak this. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Larry Edelman,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York.
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
And I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of police
the
officer
duties of police officer
of the City of Hudson
of the City of Hudson
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
That concludes today's ceremony. Thank you all for attending. We would ask that the promotions, Larry, be outside to take some pictures with the department. Thank you, and everybody have a good day.